Kitchen Cures, where today I'm joined with my friend Lisa from Green Gurlz, who's trying to introduce me to the concept of composting. I just had my first experience touching these worms, which again help us to get rid of our scraps and shrink our landfill usage. Lisa, thank you so much for taking some time out to help explain this to us in honor of Earth Day and things that we can do to help our environment. You know, for some of us who are still not really sure where to start, I would love to know, where did you get these worms to begin with? Are they on sale at Target? Do you go to your local worm supplier? How do you find your worms? And then kind of, the difference between a tumbler versus a bin. Maybe go into that first just a little bit.
So in terms of the worms, that's a really good question. A lot of people think you can just go and dig them up in your garden. But the worms that are typically used in a worm bin are called red regulars. And they are...
What are they now?
Red. Like they wriggle all over.
Red regulars, yes. Okay.
And the reason that they're ideal for a composting bin is because they don't mind to be handled. You can actually pick them up and kind of look at them if you want, play with them. And the other thing is that they are shallow diggers. The earthworms that you find outside in your garden,
they're deep diggers.
They're
I
deep
know that.
diggers,
I do know that.
And if you've ever tried to pick one up, they hate it. They'll like jump around. So whenever you have to manage them in your bin, it's not going to be ideal.
Okay.
So for the red regulars, there are a few places that you can buy them. There's a shop in Athens. It's called Winterville Worms, and I have it on the Green Gurlz page.
Okay.
Yeah. But they will ship them through the post.
Okay. So anywhere in the U.S.? We have a national audience. Anywhere in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You may check just in terms of time of year, because if it is during the summertime, just for the well-being of the worms, they may ship them at different times. But yeah, throughout the country you can buy them. And once you have your worms, this is the bin.
Okay.
You asked in terms of a tumbler versus a bin. A tumbler really is just this huge barrel that sits on its side, and it is allowed to be able to turn.
Okay.
So it's like a turning.
And you have to go out there and physically turn it?
Yeah.
How often do you turn it?
Maybe once a week or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sometimes they have little holes in them so that the rain can get in. Because if you feel this newspaper, you'll feel that it's moist. Worms have to have air and water just like we do. So if the conditions are too dry, or if there's not enough moisture, they'll actually, first of all, they'll try to escape from the bin, but ultimately they'll die.
Okay.
So it is important just to manage them in terms of that. Now for my bin, this is very simple. Basically, I got it at Home Depot, I think this was. The work to get it set up was just these little holes. So we had to drill holes so that they could get air. But you'll see that there's a netting over the holes.
I sure do.
Yeah, when you first put them in the bin, they are going to be very disrupted from being posted and just being in a box. So you have to make sure that you leave the lid off and light on it to make sure that they stay in the bin. Worms are photosensitive, so if you have light on them, they're not going to try to escape.
Okay.
When I first got the bin, I didn't do that, and then I came back and there were worms all over.
Oh my goodness! Goodness gracious.
So yeah, we just drill the holes, glue these little things on here, the little
nets.
Okay. Yeah, and then put the lid on, and then they're good to go.
And you're good to go.
Yeah.
And you can store this inside your house, outside your house.
Yes.
Doesn't really matter.
So again, that's another good question. When it's very hot or very cold, they don't live in extreme conditions. It has to be probably between about 55 and 70 degrees.
Worm bins need comfort too.
Exactly. Exactly. So during the extreme temperatures, I just put it inside, either underneath a sink or in a bathroom. But the good thing is it doesn't smell. So it's
fantastic.
Yes.
And then, just remind us, what can we put in there? What can we not put in there?
So in terms of not putting in there, you want to steer clear of anything dairy, meat products, anything very oily. You have to keep in mind that whatever you put in here, you want to make sure that the worms are going to be able to break it down.
Okay.
So any of those products, first of all, if they don't break it down, it's going to leave a stink in the bin. So
no dairy, no meat, no fat.
Exactly.
Basically.
Anything overly salty.
No salt, no sugar.
No sugar.
Seriously? No sugar? Oh my gosh. Healthy little guys.
In extreme, I mean, if you put here and there, it won't be too much of an issue, but not like overly cakey, donutty, things like that. So in terms of what they do eat, it's any vegetable scraps, fruits. You can put coffee grounds. Worms love coffee grounds if you're a coffee drinker. The coffee filter, as long as it's natural, it can go in there because it's paper, so they'll break that down.
Okay.
You'll see there's cardboard, eggshells are another good one.
All of those can be broken down
Yeah.
by worms.
And then there are certain things that they really enjoy, like they love apples. They actually lay their eggs in the apples, in the apple cores. Yeah, watermelon. Anything very citrusy, you just want to limit it because the pH in the bin can't be too acidic.
All right, so it sounds like worms will be your friend if you are eating an anti-inflammatory diet and don't have a lot of meat, dairy, salt, or sugar to dump into the bin. But thank you so much for helping us with this and helping us to understand composting. I think I might actually give this a try and keep a bin at home to get rid of all the great things, all the refuse that we collect when we actually cook. So thank you again. If you want to learn more about Lisa and what she is doing for the environment and with composting, then please go to her Facebook page, /Green Gurlz, Gurlz. Correct? Do I have that right? And to learn more. Thanks for watching this edition of Kitchen Cures. If you enjoyed watching Kitchen Cures today and learned something new, hit the subscribe button and don't miss another healthy recipe. And check out my blog on drtaz.com to learn more about lasting weight loss, beauty, and fitness tips, and how to be your healthiest self. Thanks for watching.